Hi, welcome to my cooking channel Ratatouille Anyone Can Cook. Cooking is fun only when it's begun, and that's the slogan. So now let's begin to have some fun. Today's video is a bit lengthy, but I have shared all the tips to get the murukku perfectly. So don't skip even a second and watch the entire video as every step is important in this recipe. Ingredients provided in the description. The basic ingredient is raw rice. Some used boiled rice instead of raw rice. Both have same procedure. Boiled rice increases the elasticity easily while raw rice needs more attention. Next is urad dal. For 250 grams of rice taken, 2 tablespoons of urad dal flour is enough. But you can't grind that much small quantity in a mixie. So I have taken 50 grams of urad dal. Usually these recipes are done during festival time and done in bulk quantities, so they give these for grinding in a machine or a mill. So these two are the ingredients. This is 100 grams. To this I will add more 150 grams, so total 250 grams of raw rice for this video. First step is to rinse the raw rice and soak it for about 30 minutes. Rinsing is equally important for getting the dough so white in color. I have soaked this for half an hour. We'll show you how to find whether it's soaked nicely or not. If you break the soaked rice, it should break easily like this, which means it's soft and moist. Drain off the water at most using a filter or a sieve. To know the difference, this is unsoaked raw rice and this is soaked raw rice. Unsoaked raw rice will be very difficult to break. See, I'm not able to break. While soaked raw rice gets easily broken. Next is spreading of the rice. Spread the soaked, drained rice on a clean cotton cloth which is thick, so the water is easily absorbed. Usually white cloth is used as we can easily spot any dirt or hair etc. while we take it for grinding. Do not keep it under fan as we usually do it to make the process fast. But we don't want the rice to get dry and unevenly. Let the water be absorbed properly. This is very important step. Let it dry in its own pace. So spread it uniformly with the palm and do not disturb. In the meantime, let's roast the urad dal. In a pan, dry roast the urad dal without any oil. Keep on sauteing. So evenly all the sides are roasted. Keep the flame medium. Nice aroma of roasted urad dal will fill in the area. But roast it till it becomes light brown like this. Urad dal gives the unique taste of murukku, so roasting less or more ends up changing the taste of murukku. So be vigilant. Let it cool at room temperature before grinding. This is the color. The first one is unroasted, the next one is roasted. Time to grind the rice. To check the texture of rice, take a handful of rice, hold it and drop it. Few rice must stick to the palm while rest falls down. You can still feel the moist slightly but dry it as well. Do not dry it for a longer time. You will end up having more wastage while sieving and murukku will not twist properly. So get this step right and 50% of murukku is ready. Do not switch on the fan at all. Moisture is important, so you need to be quick. Next is grinding of the rice. Using mixie I have grinded the rice. You can still feel the moist in the rice flour and it will stick to each other rather than the store-bought rice flour. See my crispy corn video to know the difference. It's white because of rinsing and soaking correctly as required. Do it in batches quickly before the moisture is dried up. After grinding all the rice, then do the sieving. Every step is important in making the murukku. Moisture content should not leave because if it becomes dry, then kneading the dough will be time consuming. Sieving is equally important because there should not be any large solid particles as they will burst while frying the murukku in oil, and while making the dough will be rough, and while twisting they will break. So take a large bowl, the tiniest poured sieve for sieving. Even sieve it 2 or 3 times if you prefer. Nothing wrong. Sieve even the grinded urad dal and keep aside. The texture of the rice flour looks amazing, soft and still moist, perfect. These are the remainings of the sieving which we do not require. Since the moisture content was retained, there is no much of wastage. If you get more, grind it once again and sieve it. Next, to this flour, let's add the ingredients. First, 2 tablespoons of sieved urad dal flour, not more, just for aroma and taste. Keep the rest packed in airtight container. You can use it later anytime. Next, 1 teaspoon of jeera. You can also add black sesame seeds instead. Choice is yours. Next, a pinch of asafoetida. The solid asafoetida is dissolved in water and then added for uniform manner. But powder is equally okay. Next is the hero of the show, butter. I am using salted butter. Butter makes the murukku melt in your mouth while crunching it. So adding less butter makes the murukku hard to bite, and adding more butter will break the murukku easier and faster before even biting it. I am adding 2.5 tablespoons of butter because I need it hard. But if you need it soft, you can add 1 more tablespoon, not more. Instead of butter, you can also add 1 medium-sized ladle full of boiled oil to the flour. Note, butter must be loosened before adding, so keep it at room temperature for few minutes. Do not melt it, just loosen it. Clean your hands and start mix everything with your fingertip so the butter mixes evenly with the rice flour. Don't be in a haste to add water. This mixing is very important. It should crumble like this. Already the aroma would be filling the room. To this, I am going to add salt water. I have dissolved half a tablespoon of salt in water, so even the salt doesn't have any hard particles. I am using salted butter. If not, add more half a teaspoon to the salt. Mix it completely. Next comes the mixing of water to the flour to make the dough. From the beginning, sprinkle water and mix the flour. It takes time, but do it slowly. The flour may stick first to the palm like this, but as you keep on mixing, then nothing will stick to the palm because of the butter added. Adding water is very important step as well. If you add more water, the dough will become like a paste and can't twist. If water is less, it will be dry and breaks while twisting. We'll show you the same. As it starts forming lumps, using this part of the palm, press and knead the dough firmly. You may notice it is turning into a dough. Press it like this firmly. Still, it breaks while mixing, so add water little by little till it stretches. Now, it is not breaking and it's easily stretching. That is this stage. Just wet your palm and mix gently. After this, do not knead so much. If you press the dough, the fingers should go easily and it should not be hard. I will show you. Still it is dry. See, it's pressing easily. Then stop kneading and prepare to make murukkus. Do not delay.